What's going on, the Jab Jab Talk Nation? It's your boy Ozil. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is the spot, the place to be, where we jab about boxing for our boxing enthusiasts, hardcore fans out there. Thank you for checking out the YouTube channel. I wanted to record this video. I'm on the move right now. This is not my normal setup, but I just wanted to share my thoughts and get your thoughts on last night's fight between Edgar Berlanga, 22-0, versus McCrory, I believe that's his first name. I apologize for chopping up the name, but he's 18-1, if I'm not mistaken. Last night's fight under the zone. I watched the fight last night. I didn't even know Edgar Berlanga was fighting last night, but I did end up watching it, and Edgar Berlanga did what he had to do. He fought in his, well, I was at hometown, but he fought in Orlando, Florida, a room packed with Boricua, and it was, he, in the beginning, he didn't look too sharp. Then he picked it up and landed a big shot that put McCrory down in the 6th round. So he walked away with the 6th round KO. And at the very end, he's talking about Canelo next. He's calling out Canelo Alvarez, and apparently he's now mandatory in the WBA to face Canelo Alvarez. And well, let me first talk about my thoughts on the fight. All right, so I've never been a big fan of Edgar Berlanga. Yes, he can crack, he has some punching power, but I feel like he's lacking a lot of the fundamentals. And yesterday was very apparent. He didn't really use the jab. He is just a power puncher that's going to try to land one big shot. Kind of reminds me of Wilder a little bit, Deontay Wilder, where he's just big. He's a big guy, powerful, kind of like a bully-like type of fighter, and he lands big shots, and he's naturally gifted in that. But other than that, he doesn't really have a lot of boxing abilities. Really doesn't have good lateral movement. Doesn't know how to feint. A lot of basic, good jabs. He doesn't have that. When he was jabbing, he was seeing some success, and he was landing some pretty good shots that was setting him up for the big shots. But Edgar Berlanga is, I've said this before, guys. I know he has, despite his undefeated record, there's really nothing special about this man. But Eddie Hearns, the Zone, who I'm a big fan of, has been going on and praising this man for being a top contender. And listen, here's my thought. Yeah, sure, he put him away, but again, he didn't look good. Towards the end, I think McCrory faded away, and he just started setting up some shots, and he landed a big shot and put McCrory away. But we've seen Edgar Berlanga get hurt. We know that when boxers put some punches together and has some crack in it, some crack in it, that didn't come out right. But fighters who can crack. Edgar Berlanga has been hurt before. I think he hasn't really faced, he hasn't gotten into deep waters, but he's been hurt. And I feel like with the top elite fighter, I don't know if Edgar Berlanga can hang with the top dogs. So that being said, he did what he had to do. Again, I'm not convinced. Calling out Canelo. Of course he wants the Canelo paycheck. Of course Eddie Hearns is going to push for that. That's his guy, and Eddie Hearns gets a nice chunk of that as well. But personally, I don't see being no competition for Canelo Alvarez. I said this, I was on Twitter last night. I believe that he would knock out Edgar Berlanga if he wanted to within 4 rounds. I don't see it going at all at past 6 max. Canelo is too good, has some basic, some good solid fundamentals, and has the punching power to really put Berlanga out. I just don't see Berlanga at all with the courage. Sure, Eddie was saying, he'll go toe-to-toe. That's what Canelo would want, him to go toe-to-toe and not be afraid of him. And Canelo would knock him out within 4 rounds. That's why I say that. So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think down below? Edgar Berlanga calling out Canelo. Is it foolishness? Is he looking for a good, nice paycheck? Here's the thing. Berlanga has not fought a Munguia. He hasn't even fought a Diego Pacheco, which would be a hell of a fight. I've been calling for that fight for quite some time. I would love to see Diego Pacheco, who's also undefeated, young prospect, fight Edgar Berlanga. I think that's a well-matched fight. He hasn't fought David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, David Morrell. There's a lot of top fighters that would beat, frankly, that would beat Berlanga. But I don't know. Now he's calling out Canelo. Again, I think it has to do with the money. I think they're trying to get that paycheck. But yeah, I hope we don't see it. I don't think Canelo would even face Berlanga. I really don't. I don't think there's nothing about it. I don't think Berlanga brings nothing to the table. Sure, he has a following, a Puerto Rican following, but I just don't. There's not enough buzz. David Benavidez, if he fought Berlanga, it'll be just like a warm up fight to something bigger. But I don't think it's going to motivate Canelo after, especially last night's performance, to fight Berlanga. So that's my take, guys. Let me know down below, what did you think? Is Berlanga a competitor for Canelo Alvarez, and who should Berlanga fight next? If you're a fan of Berlanga, comment down below. Do you see maybe you see something that I don't see? I just don't see it. Respect all fighters, but I know there's been, Eddie Hearn's been on the Berlanga train for quite some time. I just don't see it. So let me know down below. Let me know what you think. All right, Jab Talk, I'm out. Thanks again. Subscribe, like, more content coming through. I know there's going to be a great fight with Anthony Joshua coming up soon in a couple of weeks. Boxing is alive and well. Thank you again for your support. And keep supporting your favorite boxers, guys. Keep supporting the community. Keep supporting other YouTubers that are putting out boxing content. We're very passionate. I know I just kind of point and shoot my camera to share what I have to share. But I'm excited. I love the sport. And thank you for being a loyal fan. You know who you are. All right, y'all. Gotta go. Peace.